All right. We're in episode 2. We finished a prologue last time. We entered the Black Construct, a large space ring that seems to do nefarious things with the people who are trapped within it. There's a prison, an intergalactic prison. They throw people in. A lot of them are there for bizarre reasons, and it slowly erodes at them until it all of a sudden erases them, and traces of them from all around the universe disappear. Our heroes and villains scrape by social engineering and hacking to make their way out of said station, commandeer a ship, and left. But with the low amounts of fuel that they had access to, they and the risk of being traced, they used a warp ring to take a wormhole to a random coordinate and landed not too far away from a long lost distress signal of a dying space station, in which they locked onto and proceeded towards, see if they could find ways to restock or obtain any necessary munitions for their ongoing journey.
Thank you for being inclusive and saying "and villain." By the way, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Well, you know what my character's up to currently? Sleep.
Sleeping.
I am asleep.
As you
Is
guys,
everything you do to sleeping?
I do be sleeping. I be sleeping.
everybody has their own room in the ship, so yeah, they can be sleeping or otherwise.
I think I'm gonna walk around the ship, check it out.
All right. In the interim, you check out the ship, and it has, a meetings area, a bridge, a war room, a med bay, but it's very low stock on many things. You notice while you're just kind of looking through to see if there's anything of use. But it does seem like some, expected things are kind of here, like in the med bay, and it can properly treat some people. But it's fairly fragile stuff, so it's not good for taking out of the ship without proper storage materials, things that can properly protect them. But yeah, you look around, and that is what you see. You see, 12 rooms, 8 of which are occupied, 1 of which by yourself, as you just kind of pick one you'd like. It is pretty default. It has a bed, has some storage for stuff above it, has sort of a taller, like 10-foot tall sized closet. It's like a box, like a locker. And then a desk with just for some workbench stuff. And then that's it.
Okay. And I'm looking. Everything looks nice. I'm thinking to myself, I'm gathering a laundry list of things to improve when we go to our like a shop or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, you guys are any others that aren't, just like wandering around or whatever else. The intercom turns on, and you hear the pilot Gregor mention that you guys have picked up the distress signal, but it seems quite old. Unlikely that anybody from the distress signal is still alive. You guys plan to scavenge this lost space station, see if there's anything of good use, and you'll arrive there in the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
A distress signal this fast.
I go to my room and go ahead and equip. Get ready.
All right.
I
You just want to do there.
hold on. I mean, Yeah, no, I do the same thing that I did in the cell. I wake up at how loud it is, get angry, and then go back to sleep.
Okay.
I'll wake up. I'll wake back up when we have to leave.
Yeah.
How old is the distress signal?
If you go to the bridge and ask, do you plan to do that? He didn't mention it over the
Yeah.
intercom. Okay. You go to the bridge and you ask Gregor, not too far from the rooms. A quick walk, you can get there in 25 seconds or so. You get there and you ask Gregor about it. He says that it seems like it's logged from maybe just short of a year ago, if he is using standard time, universe time.
I'd pray they're all dead if it's been that long.
Yeah, most distress signals in space don't go very far. They just pray they get lucky, but it's not very viable since it can't, like, nothing goes light speed or anything. Light.
Worst case scenario, we get more fuel.
Yeah.
Can you use a frozen body that's like petrified in space?
It's a good question. If you
Let's
would
ask our resident serial killer.
Yeah, you could ask the resident serial killer or maybe the engineer. He might know. Hard to say. Which one do you pick?
Engineer.
Okay. You head over to the engineering room with Engineer Claymore, and he salutes off to you.
Salute back.
If you're talking about frozen bodies or potentially decaying bodies, a lot of the biomass is pretty usable. I wouldn't say it's as usable, but it's about 60% as good. But if it could be resuscitated, then it's perfectly good. But if it's like been dead for a while, that's a bit different.
Thanks.
Yeah, no
Go
problem.
back to the rest of the group. Are we all like rallied up, or is everyone randomly doing their own thing?
I think the ones that are like prepped are rallied up. So Tomisk for sure is. I'm not 100% as sure about Gogarine yet or Gabriel. So let's see what they're up to.
Gabriel's making a space coffee.
Okay, yeah. Gabriel's walking around the mess hall portion of the ship, so pretty close to ready. And he's just like looking around to see what kind of coffee is accessible. And simulated coffee that isn't a hologram. It's like just a name for like really bare bones coffee is there, which is not to his taste, but it's whatever works. So he processes it, it creates it purely synthetically, and then he drinks it.
I guess it's better than the university stuff. Oh, hey Gex, what do you need?
You look at you drinking coffee. I wouldn't recommend drinking coffee before you go out into deep space. Messes with your stomach.
Hasn't stopped me before.
You want to know what happened to the last guy I worked with that had a fresh cup right before we ejected?
Did he die?
Worse.
What did he shoot himself or something?
Something like that. Sure. Is it just me and him?
Tomisk is nearby. He can like hear it.
I'll walk in.
Yeah, the departure zone, I'll just like draw like a super freehand brief one. Basically, the ship has like a a bridge here. It has a skinnier section that goes into the larger portion of the ship, and this portion, storage room, engine room. So yeah, like this is the engine room. I'll just put engine. This is a storage room, and this is a med bay over here. Oh, there's the war room, and then there's a bunch of. This whole thing is a fleet of. This whole thing is a fleet of like bedrooms essentially. And then yeah, this whole portion in the center is the mess hall, and you guys are basically going to like leave through this. That makes sense. So Tomisk would have been like maybe like right here, and you guys would have been like talking in this more kitcheny section over around here. That makes sense.
Yeah, I just meant like in the general vicinity,
Yeah.
like earshot of me talking to him.
For sure.
So what was the answer?
Yeah, he's right here.
Yep.
He's the X on the
I'm
map,
here.
and you guys are like right here.
I don't know, like dimensions though. Is that the other side of the dining room / kitchen?
It's maybe 40 feet.
I don't need to know the specifics. If I'm talking quietly, does he hear me?
I can't speak for how much Tomisk is caring about what other people are saying. That's the problem. As a being, yes, because he's trained to listen to silent screams and stuff because he survived on a desolate planet after he got kidnapped.
So someone who doesn't have a horrible backstory that specifically makes them extremely good at eavesdropping, but an average Joe in a dining room,
No,
would
they would
be
not.
able to hear me?
They would
Okay.
not.
Then I will lower my voice, and I'll lean into Gabriel's ear. If you want the deal, you have to have more self-control than you did back on their ship. The way you held that knife makes me think you don't want to reform.
I look at both of them.
Download complete. Commander Shepard.
Sure.
Uh-oh. Well, they're in my brain. They're downloading my brain.
Ryan.
What was that? I'm assuming we don't actually hear you show that you're eavesdropping with your super ears.
No, you don't hear that.
Yeah, just the audience does. So yeah, he has done some sort of scan in his own helmet or whatever, and it's that's what it tells him.
I lower my voice too, and I'm like, you seem to think I can control that. There's a reason I became a nomad. I wish to reform, and that's why I became this.
Well, you don't have self-control, so you forced it on yourself. That's your solution.
Tell me this. If you just randomly blacked out and woke up in heaven and you've killed someone, would you tell yourself to have more self-control? If every time you killed them, it was the equivalent of you blacking out and not being able to control your own body. No matter how hard you tried, you just had to watch as you brutally murdered them.
I'd go to a shrink or I'd turn myself in first.
Yes, this was my option. As I wish to never hurt someone again. If I just went into the shrink, I would just still keep killing killing in there. I would escape. I've escaped from places worse before.
Well, keep your frantic knife stabbing to the dead bodies.
You guys,
It's due to
you guys hear a loud noise as you're sort of like connecting the ship to the station at this point.
It feels like we're here.
Convenient timing, huh? You can get the sense from me talking to you that it's more like a dad talking to a kid than me like talking down to an equal.
Mm-hmm. All right.
He rolls his eyes and he walks towards the entrance to the bay.
Yes. All right. Yes. So, Gogarine the demon also walk out of their bedrooms and proceed towards the departure zone. To enter this area. The departure zone sort of. It doesn't open up like some like giant flap hitting the ground like some sort of Star Wars ship or something, or a helicarrier, but rather it kind of has a very like a small vehicle you guys enter in that then moves into whatever it is and opens up, which is what this box is. Sorry. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys arrived there, and that's you guys arrive. Almost like a peculiar scent wafts through the air. If anybody would like to particularly hone in on this, they may roll dexterity and intelligence. You'd add the two together.
Oof. I'll try it, but that ain't looking good. This is not great.
Okay.
Take a big sniff.
43. Holy shit. I didn't have the worst roll. Let's go.
Smells
What was it again?
smelly.
Dex and
Dexent. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have the worst roll. Let's go.
Dex and int, or just one of them?
Together.
Both of
They're
them.
both of them together, combined. You can put number plus number, it'll work.
I didn't have the worst roll.
That's crazy. They just go downward every time. That's crazy.
Holy shit. 18, 15, 15. Me was 7. I'm up there. Oh my god.
So I'll go from bottom to top. Gabriel, you kind of sense around and you feel like a unsettled ease to the ship that, normally there's going to be some amount of sound, but it's almost too quiet and bizarre to you. Other than that, you don't really catch on to anything. Gogarine's quite similar. He doesn't notice anything particular. He is kind of looking at the make of the ship to see if it's something he can like wire into, but quickly notices that there is no power. Grex, having, his sort of senses from his planet, he does sense like a smell that seems rotted. So there are definitely like bodies that have not just like decomposed, but rather were like opened up in some way by some sort of melee weapon. Our resident demon picks up that similarly they bled out, and there might be some sort of infection. on top of that information. And then Tomisk notices that there are other beings that are living in the ship that are still alive, and they're quite hungry. He picks up on this by like subtle scratch marks on the metal alongside carvings into the walls, almost scrapes that only can be made by ravenous claws, some of which are more fresh than the, beacon would imply.
Question: Can I go ahead and suit up?
Yep.
Okay. So I see it. I smell it. It smells familiar. N7 armor, Mach 3, engage.
Launching N7 Protocol 3939. Make humanity proud.
I
Commander Shepard.
will see him do that, and I will smile and activate Sanguine Perfection and summon a great sword from my back.
All
I
right.
equip my assault rifle. Is it dark? Is it dark in
It
here?
is very
Is it
dark
light?
here, yes. You would have to use a flashlight to properly see.
Okay.
You all are equipped with one if you'd like to use it.
All right. Yes, I would like to. Can I have mine on my assault rifle?
Yep, no problem. It attaches right on.
Can
Right.
I activate Detective Vision from Batman?
No.
Okay, well, it was worth a try.
Yeah, that's fair.
If this was great, you would have let me. I'm just fucking with you. It's funny.
I would have because you had the glasses with Grant.
Yeah, because I have the visor.
All right, guys. There's trouble. We've got a lot of hungry. I don't know what. They smell like predators.
Where? Where?
Further inside the ship. You can't tell?
No?
If we're gonna survive this, we're gonna have to stick together. Watch each other's backs. Watch corners. We're gonna need flashlights for this one.
Look who's taking the charge.
Fine. I
Step
will
up.
start walking forward. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll start walking forward. That's funny. You and me did that at the same time. That was like in unison. That was real anime.
I stand behind Grex.
Sounds good. As a Gogarine, and by extension his uncle, but he's gonna be staying behind on the ship. Because you're cyborg eyes, you can see in this type of darkness without a flashlight. Just letting you know.
Okay.
Goga,
Can I
do you have infrared technology in your eyeballs?
Why are you reading my mind, Shepard? Yes, I do. Stand back. Before we go any further, I have to check to make sure everything's all right in the area. Can I do like a scan in the vicinity? Like how far is the range with, I guess, with his night vision or whatever?
It's the same as sight for the most part.
Okay.
There's some limitations compared to sight. It's not that good at punching through glass in darkness, especially if it's foggy. But other than that, it's reasonable. But yeah, you may roll a dexterity check as a scan.
Okay.
That's good. You scan around with your eyes activated this time, unlike before, where it was mostly senses of smell and rot. And you kind of inch forward and look around a corner, picking out that there is some like a monstrosity alien that seems to have really strong hind legs. You get the impression that it could jump pretty far, if it wanted to.
Okay. I immediately point towards it, and then I look to Shepard. There. It's right there. There's an enemy.
I equip my anti-material rifle. Put the flashlight when it hit the scope. I was right there. Okay. So I do a combat roll. Boom. Hit that boy over there. Boom. Headshot.
Okay, sure. Let me check something really quick. I have to basically fight. Hey, you're not attempting to be stealthy, but it's fine. Let's see here. It is much too busy eating something or something preoccupied at way too much skittering insects or otherwise. And yeah, you're able to successfully roll out into this hallway, point your muzzle of your gun, fire a couple rounds into its body. You hear a sort of slight shrieking noise, but it does seem to be very malnourished. It falls to the ground dead. You get the indication that this one in particular was heavily injured compared to maybe others in this ship.
So I went over there and checked the body.
Yeah, one moment.
Oh my god. It didn't even notice you shoot it like 3 times.
That's a good point.
Yeah, this is some really stupid monsters on this ship.
You check the
Yes,
body.
Commander Shepard.
Scour the net and give me information on this creature. It might scour it. I can roll for this.
Yeah, roll int, and you'll scan it into your database. Try to, like, you know, almost like you're reverse image searching it.
Oh.
Apologies.
You get a connection disconnected message. It seems like something with the alloy on the ship, it's just jamming the hell out of you. And you can't quite get a scan on this thing in this darkness. And as you kind of do that, you hear a shriek from northward around here. Obscured by some debris, blast door maybe, but you get like a half-broken blast door. But something north of you seems to have detected you through smell or otherwise.
That loud-ass gun you have over there seems to have brought them forward.
Can I roll dex and see if they are they coming after me specifically?
You cannot, because it's just like super unknown. Like, you heard a screech-like noise, and that was it. It's fully obscured visually. You can kind of like listen, but these are corridors, so given how far away it is, it's hard to know if it went like left, right, north, because you don't know the layout of the ship.
Okay.
But let me see. So yeah, this is where the like sort of blast door like thing is.
Okay, let's swap back to my assault rifle.
All right.
Load out.
Would anybody else want to proceed or do anything?
I'm walking forward.
Okay.
I do not care. I'm walking forward.
What's this little thing? This little thing right here. What's that?
It's just a doorway. It leads into another room.
I'm gonna check that room.
Okay. Checks his corners. Roll me a dex check. As you look into this room, you see like toppled over stuff. It looks like it might have been a lab at some point, but it's really wrecked. But as you're kind of looking into it, something distracts you from the northern direction. You don't quite keep looking. You really want to check this corner and check north. Like, is what's coming off to you. You're kind of focused around there. Does anybody else want to do anything? You noticed him look kind of down into this room and then, like, kind of panic and look upward, but you guys didn't hear anything in particular coming from the north or the south.
Which one?
Gogarine would try to like catch up and stop him before he does anything.
Okay, sure. You move over and stop him in what way? Do you, like, grab onto him, or you just whisper to him? What do you think?
I just kind of pat him on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, Shepard, where do you think you're going?"
I ignore this.
Yeah, he dead ass
He's really
ignores you.
interested in something up there.
It seems so.
Which side seems the most fun? North or south?
Gogarine would then look behind and notice Grex and Gabriel behind them, and he kind of calls out to them, "Hey, you guys coming along or what?"
I don't know what these things can do. I'm not gonna stand in the front line. I'm behind you guys.
You want me to stand in front of the guy with the gun?
Good point. Just seem like you're lagging behind, that's all.
I'm watching our back.
Mm,
Unless you want me to leave it open.
You know what, Grex? You do you. I'll leave
While
that
you're
alone.
talking, I proceed up.
Guys,
I'll leave that alone.
Guys, we shouldn't be fighting on our first mission.
Oh, what? This is not a
banter.
Exactly. Casual conversation, if you will.
You want me to take lead, I'll do it with no question. But I figured you're doing good enough on your own.
Well, no offense to any of you, but I don't really trust anyone here. But that can change, of course.
All right. Yeah, roll me a dex check, demon.
Yeah, while they're talking, I go ahead. I get real distracted and start heading through the southern doorway. Damn.
Yeah, you look around, heading through this southern doorway, and you notice something odd, like in a desk. As it's toppled over, you're kind of looking in crawl spaces you think people would hide, and you see a slumped over body in one of them.
I will go check the body. I don't care.
You check the body, it looks
I
like a
could check
lab
the body.
attendant of some sort. It's been dead for a long time, but bizarrely, it hasn't been, like, ripped apart. Something about this room may deter them, or something about this person in particular, but as you get closer, you detect some sort of smell, almost chemically, on this person's body, and surmise that might be why. You, like, look through their pockets or anything specific?
Yeah, I want to look through their pockets and then look through that desk.
Okay. You look through their pockets and you find a note, like not like a poorly scribbled note, but rather like almost like a pad of notes, but it seems torn up. And some of the ones you kind of get some information on seem to be some. It seems sciencey to you. Like it looks like a chemical computations. Like it's like this with this. Just a lot of elemental periodic elements. Maybe synthetic polymer. Hard to say, but that's mostly what it seems like. So it's some sort of chemical notation. The desk seems slightly locked. I say slightly in that it's unclear to you whether it's stuck or locked.
Can I try to like brute force just rip it open?
Yeah, you may do so. Roll me strength.
Okay.
Yeah, you tear it right off. It's not a lockbox or anything in particular, so it the weaker parts of it give way to your strength. After you kind of break it open, you do think it was potentially locked, but it doesn't matter anymore. Inside of it, you find some injector. It's almost like a gun, but it clearly is meant to be applied with force to somebody's body. And you press it, and it sends not particularly a needle, but it sends like a synthused ray of energy to like basically, without puncturing the skin, put the chemical inside somebody's bloodstream.
So can I smell it to see if it smells like the chemical that I found on the doctor guy?
It's definitely not the same.
not,
Is what
okay.
you're getting, and the doctor's a woman, I guess. It doesn't matter much, but
Okay.
it is.
Gotcha. That's something my character would have maybe taken note of.
Mhm.
So I will look at this thing. I'm gonna walk back out, and those two have finished their little conversation. I'm gonna look at Goga. I'm gonna go, hey, you're a science guy. I want you to
Makes
check
you say
this
that.
for me. And I hold out the injector I just found.
Gogo looks at it, kind of sighs, scratching his head a little bit. Oh boy, I gotta look at gadgets. And then
Some
he,
kind of chemical something.
Yeah, roll me int.
who, me?
You. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're looking through this and you do kind of get it. As a bartender, you're used to some sort of formulaic stuff, it's just usually not in this notation. But you went to some nice schools and sort of putting memories back in your head when you kind of liked science. But you get the indication this is some sort of cure for something. It's definitely very medical, whatever it is. Not like a solvent, it's not an acid. So you get the impression that it's some sort of cure for something, and it was not able to be used one way or another. This gun looks like it's never been used, and the thing that's in it is full, liquid-wise. In terms of the injection gun, if you were matching the notes with the injecting gun, you would find that they're pretty similar.
Okay, I tell her this, and then I kind of just hand it back to her, saying, I don't really need this, but you can have it.
Well, I guess that would maybe explain what that thing he shot earlier was. So now, can I piece that together? Is there a like I'm able to tell that that monster from earlier was like some kind of originally human type deal?
Its
Based
body
on
is
the notes?
still here, essentially, like in between where you and Gogarine are. So
Okay.
you may like look at it for stuff that looks like it was formerly a human, and you would come to the conclusion this one was not a human originally, but maybe
Well,
some
a
sort of creature.
humanoid, like mortal. Oh,
You
okay.
you think like closer to a monkey than a sapient
Okay.
race.
Interesting. Well, that's above my pay grade. And I will just pocket the fucking injector.
All right. Tomisk, roll me strength or whatever else if you're trying to get through this blast door. I assume you've been wrestling with it for a bit.
Oh, I've just been taking point, but sure.
Sure. I was just saying, it's the only way through this thing that makes sense. It's mechanically completely broken.
I mean, do you need help?
During this time, he's just been doing this, like, while you guys have been doing that. He's just been, like, messing with it and seeing how jammed it is, if he can break some sort of latch. He isn't, like, full muscling it. Rather, he's trying to see if there's, like, a way he can open it that's not going to create a ton of noise for all the monsters. But he's under the impression that if he pushed any harder, it would create, like, a huge-ass noise. So he doesn't attempt to, like, break it open with a lot of force. But that's the information he gets out of trying to muscle it.
Yeah. All right, then I go to Gogarine and I ask him to see if he can open a door using his cybernetics.
Yeah, Gogarine will try to open the door.
Okay. You go over to a panel that's sort of nearby, maybe around this wall or this wall, but you know that it has no power in the station. You would either have to return power to the station and then attempt to, or you would have to cut through this door in some sort of way, and it's a blast door, so it's kind of hard to cut. It's not impossible to cut. You could do it with time, given you have a pulsar pistol, and that is a laser. But you think it would take a good 10 minutes to slice a
I could
reasonable
try to
hole.
cut through it.
That's what you get
Um,
informationally.
So what was the first option?
You cannot hack
It would-
it, but you could if you could restore power. You're unsure if it would be able to open the door because it looks broken in a monster way, like something crawled through it, and it only has like a really dented hole that's kind of high up. One of you could like climb to try to crawl through it, but it's hella dangerous because you don't know it's on the other side. It's obscured. But in particular, Grex would have almost a guaranteed shot of doing it with no effort, and then everybody else would have to attempt checks too.
Couldn't I do it with no effort?
Nah, it's because of the nature of the hole that makes it really easy
So I
for
can't
Grex.
fly up to it.
Yeah, it's not as much of a flight problem because it's in a corridor. It's kind of annoying to fly. It's more just being able to hold yourself with like 80% of your body floating to get through it type thing.
That's valid.
Well,
Can I use? Well, could Gabriel do psychic things and open a door that way?
He could try to push somebody into it, but he'd be very likely. He'd be like trying to throw a water balloon through like a baseball size hole. It'd be like kind of dangerous. It would kind of work. They get wedged in, but it would hurt you for sure. But it is not impossible. But what are you thinking, Grex?
I'm gonna say, well, they're all sitting here debating what to do. I'm gonna just start going through it.
All right. Grex, kind of lifts himself to the hole with his arm. He kind of, he's a lizard guy. He's used to this type of thing. Crawling into the hollows of trees that are tens of feet tall. And he kind of puts his head through, and due to the anatomy of his head, he can look down quite easily through holes. And does notice there are mines. Like, they don't seem like deadly mines, like blast mines, but rather some sort of trap-like mine, like imprisoning. It clearly did not work because that thing that you saw earlier must have come through this hole, probably. The hole seems fairly fresh. But you do notice quite that if you were to get through this hole, you would have to hold on to the other side of it and then jump off the door to get past. And somebody who didn't notice it would just get trapped in a net.
Would relay that information back to everyone.
Hmm.
Does it seem like I could go through without getting the trap triggered?
Yeah.
If only
I
I
would
had
proceed through.
some more equipment.
All right, you proceed through. On the other side, you do see an emergency latch to maybe take this blast door and try to move it. You get the impression it would get stuck, but it would be more open than it currently is. You like to pull this emergency latch?
Yes.
You pull down the emergency latch, roll me a strength check. It shouldn't be a problem, but there is a chance that it's stuck. So I might as well. Yeah, it's no problem. You pull it down, kind of snaps a bit, like it's got some some oil, or in a bad way, some ichor like stuff on it, and it just kind of chips away as you kind of pull down. And yeah, the thing shifts open enough that it's, like a 3-foot gap wide now. But, he double warns you that there are traps immediately right underneath it. So if you were to vault it, you would hit a trap. So just make sure you kind of get a bit of a running start if you're going to dive through it.
Can I shoot the traps?
To trigger them, is that your indication, or like your intent?
Wait, to destroy them?
To destroy them, you would have to disarm them, which is still a gunshot, but it's rather a more accurate one. Would you like to attempt to do so?
Yeah, sure.
No problem. Walk up to the trap, or like walk to the thing, and then roll me a dex check. You just have to kind of know exactly where you want to go on shooting this and take a good shot. Yeah, it's no problem. You're able to discharge your rifle and break off its activating mechanism, disabling the trap. They are no longer active. I'll put Grex here for now, and I'll paint this out a little bit, and we'll go over to the other people. But it looks like a large open room. The large door over here. But yes, this is gonna stay here, but it's halved. As you're looking through this room, Demon, you notice that there is a passageway over here, though it looks artificially created. It was not a room door. And this cabinet over here is filled with medical supplies that you could add to your ship if you'd like.
Yeah, I guess that would be beneficial. Can I like just pick up this whole thing of medical supplies and move it outside the room?
You could in a physical fashion. It would be hard to get it through the door. Just because it's shape.
What if I were to make the door bigger? And by this I mean, can I cut through the wall with my giant blood sword?
Yeah, you could attempt a strength check to cut like a chunk off the less electronic side.
Okay.
Why not just cut down the cabinet?
Because it's got stuff inside.
Oh.
But yeah, you cut through a little bit of this. So we'll just say like this. And you're able to carry out this cabinet-like.
Yeah, I'm gonna carry it and just put it on the ground right there.
Where?
Yeah.
Over here?
Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at the end of the hallway and be like, okay, we'll get that later. And then I'm just gonna start walking towards the passageway over here with a smile on my face.
I see. Gogarine, what are you doing in this context? You see all this happen.
I think Gogarine will try to check to make sure Shepard and Grex is good.
Okay.
And like see if he can learn anything else in their situation.
Oh no.
So
You left the 2 serial killers together.
You proceed northward, and you see after,
don't go with that.
Grex forks this and Tomisk shoots it and kind of vaults over, that, Tomisk is oddly, preoccupied. He ignored you earlier. He seems really interested in whatever's here in the north. Grex, you do, after, lowering this so you have a better vision, you kind of see Gabriel slink away to the south, and then see a cabinet get carried over, you know, in this eastward direction as they proceed backwards. And it's, yeah. What would you like to do?
Like me specifically?
Yeah, like, you know, you're seeing them, like, kind of move things in and out of this, room. Do you care more about, like, what's kind of coming from the north that Tomisk is focusing heavily on, or following Gabriel? From a character
Well, the room
perspective?
they're in's a dead end, right?
To your knowledge, 100% is.
Yeah, I'd keep going forward then.
Okay. All right, you proceed forward. Thomas, you may as well go up to where Grex is, essentially. And you see that this has been eaten through by some sort of metal-eating monster. It's very uncommon, this whole section here. And there was once a doorway, probably. Maybe a set of blast doors, but it's been completely gnawed through. And you think some large-scale monster is aided away, but couldn't get through this other blast door for whatever reason over here on the south that you guys have opened. But you get, you know, sort of a impression that some devilish monsters are nearby.
Do I know this room is clear?
The one you're in right this second, you feel it's clear. You don't see any obvious monstrosities, but sort of further into the darkness, you get the impression that it may not be so.
I heavily scan this room.
All right, roll me perception.
What modifier would that be?
Oh, sorry, yeah, Dex. All right. Yeah, you heavily scan through this room looking for anything and everything that can give you information on what's been happening to this place. And this room seems to have been some sort of locker room, intermission room to sort of like the medical bay. It's to sterilize, make sure you're bathed, etc. So it's kind of like a washroom, but none of the water is working and a lot of the spouts have been ripped off. Like I said, some metal eating thing probably ate through. You're noticing like where lockers would have been, the ground is almost torn bare by scraps of metal as you sort of kick them aside.
I find nothing that can help us on the ship.
Not in this room. It seems it's been eaten to
Okay.
shreds if it was here. Just metal
Okay.
fragments. But yeah, over in this direction, it's darker than normal. Like, some of the stuff has like some light that like is like little flickers of light or whatever, maintained from just like photoluminescence or etc. But like over there, for some reason, it's like extra dark. Whatever like lighting mechanisms, energy that would be on the ship has been all but obliterated by the time you get over this direction. But flashlight still works, of course. Do you guys want to point your flashlights through here, look through here, do anything in that way?
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, I'll come up a little closer. Point my flashlight.
All right, stand there for a second. So you point your flashlight, sort of cone flies out. As you sort of like try to see through, and almost like you hear like a low growl. It feels like, you don't know if it's in your head, but certainly feels very real. Grex, you may roll a dex check as well if you'd like.
Yeah.
All right. You notice that there are fresh slash marks on the floor, like around here. You're almost certain there is a monster in the darkness. It might be, with your knowledge of, bodyguarding in particular, you're used to like assassin beasts, as what they're kind of called as a colloquial term. And this gives you those impressions like really hard. You think it's an assassin beast of some sort, which means that it's a beast that's specializes in stealth, maybe averse to light, stuff like that.
We could try a feigned retreat if you want. I'll go in, pretend to get overwhelmed by him and run back in here. Line him up for you.
I look at Grex. I look at his body. Look
You
him
like
up and
what you
down.
see?
And I come to the conclusion that he can handle it. So I nod.
All right. So Grex moves forward for this sort of, perceived situation, and two creatures lash at him from the darkness. Appearing for a stealth-like attack. Though, Grex, knowing that they're here, they won't get bonuses to actual stealth damage. Grex, can you roll me just a dex check again? One is plenty. It's to react to these types of attacks. That's plenty good. So these creatures come up from the darkness. The first one kind of nicks you a little bit harder than the second one. You will be a bit stronger, but it's not quite. This one is not. Rolled high that time though. Yeah, it was an attack for 17 and an attack for 18. Those will be reduced by your flat defense. As well. You can also block the second one if you'd like. Pretty much free, so you might as well do it.
I will do it for free.
Alright, so you have 5 flat defense. So the first one will hit you for 12, and the second one will hit you for 8. Totaling to 20, of course.
And this is to my current
Yeah, yep. Your stamina current. Go down by
stamina.
20.
I mean, yeah, current stamina.
No problem.
Okay.
Yes, and
that
otherwise,
though.
you're able to do anything you'd want. It will be Grex, then Tomisk, then Ripper in terms of turn order.
Okay.
Starting now. Create a little.
Just grapple the one to the north of me.
Sure thing. You grab onto this creature.
I don't have to do a roll.
Yeah, one moment. Sorry, I'm adding the turn thing. Okay. You grab onto the north one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll me a strength check real quick. See how that is. Depending on your roll, I won't even roll his because it's like impossible. Yeah. Yeah, he cannot do a thing. He is super grappled. Super grappled.
I'll hold him in place and look back at Shepard. You got the shot.
Yeah. So, oh wait. Turns that over.
I'll, however much attacks I can make one-handed on the other one, I'll just start slashing at him with my arm to the one to the south.
Sounds perfectly fine to me. Okay. And these things. That. Okay. you slash at the south one with as many basic attacks as you can get outside of the grapple, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see here. Okay. You do 5 one-handed swings for 150. Wait, this is the wrong person. My B. Yours is higher, actually. Or it's one less. 29 times 5. Okay. Boom. And then yes. Let me double check. Tomisk's initiative is also 10. Convenient and easy.
Oh.
Okay, let's do a bop bop, and then that there, and then go next. Okay. All right, Tomisk, it's your turn. He points out that this target is ready for fire. Not quite as obscured as this target is in terms of line of sight for your gun.
Well, I go ahead and hit them once with the anti-material rifle.
This north one, right? Yep.
Yes. The
All
other
right.
one's grappled.
Perfect.
Then how much is this AP cost?
What, to just shoot it?
Yes.
It's listed here under range damage 15.
Okay. Oh, the value. Wait.
Yeah, right here on the sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I got you.
No problem.
Cool. Thank you.
You land a anti-material rifle shot on him for 18 damage.
Then I swap to my assault rifle.
All right.
Shoot it.
All right, shoot it for 2 hits of 13. It's 26. Doesn't have any flat defense.
I walk up, hit it with the shotgun.
Okay, with the shotty. And for you're bugging it out because you had 2 range weapons on it at the same time. Okay, it's good now. 28. 28, and then it does a burst damage, which I believe is currently 50. There you go.
Let's see. Then I will use Kaminowana to hit him with a grenade.
All right, yeah. You sort of tell Grex to lower it with towards the ground. You shoot the grenade such a way that it hits the ground somewhat like here, so it doesn't blow up Grex. Kind of sails over his head and blows up. So your let's see here. Kaminowana. Yeah, that's smart of me. Okay. No problem. You will deal 50 to both of these targets. That should end your turn, correct?
Yep.
All right. This Ripper here will attempt to break free of our and Grex's hold with its strength. It is able to narrowly break free of this grapple. It still consumes its action, but it is out of this. It will attempt to attack. But it is not a very good one. So it will choose targets. One is him. Yeah. Tomisk. It will rush past to slash at Tomisk for 15 damage. Now,
Can I attempt to dodge?
huh?
Can I attempt to dodge?
Do you have the AP?
How much AP is it?
It is under dodge. It would be 40 plus this thing's initiative, which is 8, so 48.
Oh,
You did
okay.
cost to dodge it. You currently have 10 AP, is that accurate?
Yes.
You can attempt a block, which will take 8 of the damage out. Your your suit has durability. That restocks when you go back to the ship. It's 100 shield right here. So you won't take the damage to your body. But,
I'll block it.
all right. Yeah, you block it, you take minus 8, so 7 to your shield, which is this thing. All right.
Oh.
The other Ripper will take its actions / 2. It'll pick between the two of you. It picks Tomisk, but can't quite get there, so it will have to pick Grex because it's blocked in. I did the roll. D10 plus 5. It'll swing at Grex for 7 damage. Grex, would you like to block or do anything? If you have 10 AP, you can block.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, you will block, reducing the damage further. You will take 0. Cool. It will attempt another swing at you. For 8, would you like to block?
Yeah.
It will do 0. Alright, it is Grex's turn. You may hit the regen button. And then
Is fuel the third resource?
yes, it is.
Okay.
That is your third resource. All right, what would you like to do, Grex?
Well, preferably kill them.
That would be a good
That one
solution.
broke out of my grapple.
Correct.
I guess at this point, 5 two-handed attacks.
All right, you'd perform 5 two-handed attacks on this north one.
The one attacking Shepard first, and then when
Yeah.
he dies, I'll go for the other one. Yeah.
All right. I do 145 damage, which is actually required to kill it. If it would have, like overkilled it by a full strike, I would just tell you when it would have died, so you wouldn't spend the extra strike, obviously. But yes, all 5 were required to kill it, and it had died now.
Damn, he's a beefy boy.
Thank you.
Yeah, he starts jumping you. I whip out the quills on the sides of my legs and my arms. Just do like a 5 hit combo attack. Both my arms slash, and then I do 2 roundhouse kicks and end with an elbow to his neck.
Yeah, you hear a cracking noise as it sort of rolls limp from its bones breaking under the sheer force of his attacks.
I see this and I think to myself, Rex would have been hard to kill on a Kuze. I'm glad he's on my side.
It's true. What else?
It just
did you...
seems like it's like secondhand from me to protect you. It doesn't seem like I even give it a second thought. I'll end my turn.
All right. Would you like to move backwards or anything, or you want to stay in this position?
Didn't you say it costs like AP to move or something?
It costs AP to move more than the initial amount. So the initial amount's free, and then after it, you have to pay 20 to move it again. So your normal movement is 10. So you can move 10 for free, which is 2 spaces.
No, I'll just stay here. It's
Okay.
just kind of as much as I can body block the Ripper from getting to Shepard as I can.
This is a good spot, I would agree. All right. It is your turn, Tomisk.
So as Grex finishes the Ripper, I then combat roll. Boom.
Love
right
this
here.
combat roll. Uh-huh.
I then take out my also wait, let me hit regen. Cool. I equip my assault rifle. I mean, yeah, I'll go ahead and just do the shotgun. Well,
Okay.
actually, no.
It's up to you. What's your plan?
All right, assault rifle first. Boom.
All right, I believe that's 26, right? It's 13 damage each shot.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know the math.
You're fine, man. It'd be what's listed on range damage, but I know that you're having to constantly switch on and off your guns, which changes your damage.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, 13. Is it 13 plus the 5?
No, it automatically
Okay.
does it when you turn the
Oh.
checkbox on, but it shoots twice
Okay.
because that's the skill effect of your assault rifle.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then I attack again with the anti-material rifle.
All right. What's the damage on that?
That is... Oh, it does change. 18.
18. Thank you very much.
And then, boom. Hit him with the shotgun.
All right. Which one? How much is that?
That is 28.
Much, sir. It will die to the burst damage. Minus 50. Boom. It dies. What's fun about this is that you both got it to negative 17 for each one.
Nice.
So you overkilled it by the exact same amount. My creatures are dead and the battle is over.
I clip my assault rifle back on.
Compared to the first one that got killed super free, are these like fully formed, completely healthy? Or these like middle tier? These are like still starved, but just less.
They're full, healed, strong. They've recently eaten.
Can I attempt to download the Ripper?
You may, yeah. Roll the intelligence check.
All right.
You can add the scan skills amount, I believe. Which is plus 20. We'll say that you can roll that for this. All right. You scan the Ripper. You determine that it is a creature that used to be a wolf, but it's been biospliced with a mantis or something. It went horribly wrong.
Okay. So I know these are Earth, like these are Earth-like animals.
Correct. They're from the solar systems that you've commonly been to. Yeah.
Then I am pissed. Who are these people, and why do they have Earth animals?
Mhm.
Fellow Earth enjoyers.
You also would know because you were kidnapped on a Drylect planet that the Drylect animals are like Earth animals but bigger. So they could also be from Drylect game planets, but they're just one solar system from you, from Earth's.
Would I not notice that as a Drylect?
You would notice that they remind you heavily of Drylect mantises, but I think Tomisk would notice more that they are gene spliced from wolves. The wolf part would be uncommon to you because wolves on Drylect planets are like the size of a house.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pissed in my mind, but my face is still the same, just focused look. Maybe Rex can notice that I'm a little bit tense, a little bit more tense in downloading these creatures.
As this tenseness arises, our group on the southern end of this ship seems to be wandering into this sort of crawl space they see. It's about a crouched height, about 3 feet in height. AC that creates this opening here.
Okay.
Be careful. You don't know what's in there. Are you gonna even be able to swing your weapon around in there?
I'll find a way. I mean, I could always just make another. And then I begin to walk forward.
All right, you crawl into this space. It's 3 feet tall. Would you like to crawl down, or would you do something else?
Yeah, I can crawl down it. That's
Okay,
fine.
no problem.
I don't care.
You proceed down, and for about 10 meters, it does until it opens up right here, and you can exit your crawl.
Okay.
Roll me Dex.
Ooh.
It is potentially dangerous.
That's not great.
Be a little lazy here and just do this to note that this is different. All right. Yeah, you roll that. You hear a hissing sound. What would you like to do, Gabriel? Would you crawl through this as well?
Yeah, I'm following like about
Yeah.
this far behind.
I see. A good space. So yeah, you hear some sort of hissing from like this far up.
I unsummon my greatsword. And I will pull out my my gun and pull out my flashlight and point my flashlight in the direction of the sound.
All right. You point your flashlight in the sound's direction. And you see a leaper. And when flashed with light, it just does a leap.
Fun.
Doesn't get any stealth bonuses. Does 11 damage.
Can I counter that?
You can. You do have to beat the dex reaction check
Oh
thing.
yeah, right.
Yep, just roll that and you can have...
Fuck.
Nope.
Can I the second I see it jump at her, can I push it away?
You're in a tunnel. Normally I would say this is real difficult, but I'll let you take an int check. And if I think if it beats like a 50, then I'll let it.
I mean, if not, don't worry about it. I'll tell you that.
It's not
don't worry about it.
But yeah, go for it. So you like hear the noise, and you have to roll this int check to kind of snake it through, but not quite. You can't get a lock on it. Your sight isn't properly aligned with it.
Well, that's fine. I'm just gonna block then and take 0 damage.
Well, you can't block either because it's a reaction. But
it's a reaction that I didn't know that affected blocks too.
Yeah, but it's fine. You'll still get
annoying.
Just a little bit of damage. I mean, you'll regen if it starts an actual fight at the top of your turn, so it'll go away. But I see. But yeah, it does so, and starts an encounter with the both of you. Gogarine, just so I know, would you have followed them towards the southern rim? Yes, I will add you to the order.
Well, I went to check to see if I can like call out to Grex or Shepard if they were okay.
Yeah.
But if they don't respond, I would go back.
Yeah, they didn't
see where
they didn't respond. They headed this way. You didn't want to scream too loud, and they didn't hear you. You know, that type of deal. They're laser focused once they saw the darkness over here.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go back to where Gabriel.
All right, you proceed over towards Gabriel, and you hear the hissing sound, and Gabriel holds out his hand. You feel like sort of a spatial force, but doesn't quite get released, and you hear that noise from northward.
Then you hear me laughing.
Yeah, as she gets slashed a little bit. And then a battle starts. All right.
I should be starting combat because I just got attacked, right?
Almost certainly. I mean, it's based on dex still, but
yeah. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. God, it's trying to add the squiggly line. Okay. Add the squiggly line to the turn order. Okay. This thing only has 6. So, yep. Just add your funnies. Do be quick about adding it because when you add it, it stops everybody else from being able to add theirs. It's really stupid. $41.
Oh wait, I forgot. I don't know why. I'm like, oh, I roll for this.
Nah, that's totally understandable
I
that you feel that
forgot.
way.
Just
Yes,
that.
it's just based on your decks. All right. Scramble. All right. So yeah, you get slashed. Gabriel does have the ability to move, and for the sake of argument, we will say that we'll just move this a little forward up here. All right. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to use acceleration field
All
on
right.
a demon.
Okay. Acceleration field is applied.
What's that do?
You get a plus 15
It's not
to
15
your
anymore.
damage. Oh wait, was it?
Oh.
23.
You get a plus 23 to your damage each hit.
Plus 23 to damage. Interesting.
And also you
Okay.
throw 3 times as far. Or your throw distance increased by 23 too.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
I'm going to use a criminal mind on the leaper.
I was gonna ask something.
Insufficient point. Oh, maybe I messed up. What happened here?
I was going to ask.
Criminal mind.
Would she care though? That's the question.
What would my AP be at
What do
the
you
start
mean?
of this? I don't think I reset it. I don't think I rested on.
Yeah, I'll hit rest for you. Don't press anything. All right. You're rested,
then
and then you would have casted acceleration field, which would cost 10 mental and 25 AP, which is all good. There you go, and you're good to go. Criminal Minds does not work on these targets. They do not have humanity in any way.
Darn.
What's up?
Well, we already started combat, so never mind. My question doesn't matter.
Okay.
I was going to see if I could have him hold this thing against the wall while I try the medicine injector, but
I see.
it's too late now.
Okay. That's fair. Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to
Would you like to move forward, or do you want to stay in the tunnel and block Gogarine?
I'll move forward.
Okay.
Can I move here?
You have 15 movement, so I will allow it. Yep.
Yeah.
No problem.
And then I'm going to spatial push the creature into this wall.
Yeah, makes sense to me. What's the damage on that?
It says spell damage of 28.
You do 28. The target's pushed to the wall. It becomes prone after if it hits a targeted object, which is this wall.
And that's my turn.
All right. Gogarine. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to toss a cocktail towards Demon Girl.
All right. You'll have to get into the tunnel at least. Do you want to move 10 meters into the tunnel?
Yeah.
Okay. You do so. You throw a cocktail. Which one would you like to throw? flat defense, damage, or movement?
Damage, give me damage, give me damage,
Um,
give me damage, give me damage, give me damage.
I feel like
Gogarine kind
damage
of,
is one.
yeah, he feels the aura emitting from the demon. So he picks damage.
All right, you receive an additional 7.
How much damage?
7.
7. Okay. All right.
And then he looks to Gabriel and he says, "Hey, Gabriel."
What?
And he kind of just shows the cocktail. 1-1.
What does it do?
It enhances your particular skill set.
Sure, I'll take it. I'll hold on to it. Thank you.
Before he throws it at Gabriel, he kind of asks him if he's feeling more for damage, doing extra damage, flat defense, movement.
I would say flat defense.
All right, you receive 7 flat defense.
Thank you.
And then go ahead and do those two to make sure I have my AP. Okay. 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 So then could I move up 1 to be in line of sight of the leaper? Let me see. We already moved.
You would have to pay to do that, but you can shoot from this corner. I'll allow it. You can do corner shots.
Okay. Yeah. I'll then kind of pull out my pulsar pistol and just kind of see if I can shoot that corner shot.
Yeah, you kind of, charge up you feel like an energy radiate through your mechanical hand, and you shoot from your fingertip, sort of light blast at this creature. It seems to be weak to this type of attack. You notice, as they have an aversion to light.
Interesting.
Aversion to light.
So yeah, you blast it for 64 damage, as it does double.
Okay. Yeah, no, in my turn.
All right. The Leaper will take its turn. It will decide a target at random between the 3 of you, because it could reach you 3. It will
I wish I could have countered. I was gonna taunt it.
It's gonna go top to bottom 1, 2, 3. So 2. It picks Gabriel.
Thank God for the flat defense.
It leaps over Gabriel and slashes at you for 0 and slashes again for 12.
H.
I believe the second one will deal 0 by exactly that amount. Let me double check. Yes. You take 0 to both because of the flat defense. The cocktail.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you, Goga.
It is your turn, Demon.
I'm going to. Does the damage only proc for 1 hit, or is it my entire turn?
Your entire turn. fizzles when it gets back to Gabriel's turn for the acceleration part.
Oh, that's fun. I am going to use Bleeding Cutter.
Okay.
And deal 98 to it.
Alright. Bleeding Cutter. Slices it. 98 damage. Ah, I hate that. It's my fault. And nobody else's. There you go.
And I want that to inflict bleed.
Alright, I will take the bleed stacks.
It's not gonna end up mattering, I don't think. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. 98. Bleed.
And I want that to inflict another bleed stack, just for the flair of it. I'm gonna do it again. You're seeing where this is going.
Yeah, that's fine. There you go.
Yep, and this is the power of mastering, because I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Minus 90. And that's the point of the combo. It dies. Do you like to heal off the last one instead?
Yes, I would like to heal off of it.
Alright. It's dead now. Alright, you're able to make your way in the room, Gogarine.
Thank you for the extra damage.
It made that quite swift, thankfully.
My pleasure. Well, what did it have on it?
I don't even know what the fuck this thing is, to be honest. It just attacked me, so...
It's some type of weird lizard thing. I don't even think that this is definitely not a My brain forgets the lizard race.
Drylect.
It's his name.
It's definitely
This is-
not.
this
it's
is definitely-
not a Drylect. That was kind of racist. Gabriel, you hang out with one of those.
It's definitely not Drylect.
That was a little bit racist, Gabriel.
How is that racist?
Definitely not a line.
You hang out with a Drylect every day.
She does.
You think I called him Drylect?
No, but you forgot what he was.
Well, either way, we have invaded their home, so to be fair, we're the real enemies.
Gogarine, because he can see here, notices a key card on a desk over in the northeast.
What's that?
And then he kind of walks over to the desk, grabs the key card.
It seems to, you have enough tech literacy to know that this is a MasterCard. It goes through any door. You assume this room used to be for like some higher ranked person.
Ding ding. I won the prize. And he kind of like shows the card to them.
What does that do? I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Well, let me show you. Is there any other...
There'd be a doorway right here.
This way? Okay. Yeah, so he goes up to it and scans the door with the key card.
Yep, it just opens. No problem.
Oh, that's a lot easier than what I would have done.
He also notices right here that there is a switchboard for the power.
Oh. I'm gonna walk over to it and start randomly hitting buttons.
No, stop. Stop that. Don't do that.
I wouldn't do that. It's too late.
I used pull to pull her away from the
Yeah, she extends her hands to rake some buttons and like almost comically gets pulled back into your arms.
Ugh.
What are you doing? You could have killed us all.
Well, sometimes shit happens.
Gabriel, I don't think she cares about her life here.
I mean, I like tangentially care.
Hmm.
I can press regen at the end of the battle, right?
Sure. Yeah, you can press regen for the turn you would have had, which is fine.
I go ahead and because I wasn't allowed to have fun, I just kind of get a real sad look on my face that makes you feel kind of bad and start walking towards the exit this way.
No,
Gogarine,
what's
can
that
you-
look on her face?
I think she's trying to make us feel bad.
Yeah.
Over here,
Come
Gogarine,
on.
where the switchboard is, if you walk over, you can tell which ones do what, and you can turn the power on for the doors. You can turn the lights on, and you can turn on some security systems.
Take a look over here, Gabe.
What is it? What's on it? Do you know what these do?
Well, this one, and then he kind of turns on the lights. There you go. Now we can see.
Oh, that's nice. We don't need a damn flashlight.
Turn on the lights, and like Grex and Shepard. Can you roll me Dex?
Yeah.
Man. Good stuff. Tomisk.
Misk.
Yes.
Roll me dexterity, please, sir.
All right.
All right.
Damn.
Rex notices footsteps coming from around this corner. But they sound, like more human, obviously. They don't sound like they're on four legs like the Rippers were.
From the east?
You hear it coming from the west, around this corner.
My left, north on the map. My left is. What do you mean?
Yeah.
West?
West from this corner
Up
right
here.
here on the map.
Up top.
So like.
That is a very abstract way of orientating. Sure. Yes. My west.
R.
As I would see, Shepard is like emotionally distraught, and my lack of social skills, I just slap you on the arm. Don't look so gray, I got your back. You're not gonna die. Unless I do, then you're fucked.
I ignored this, and 'cause I'm so locked in, and I just, as a reaction, I almost point my weapon at Grex for the slap. However, in 0.5 seconds, I realize that it's Grex, and instead, I just take point. I point my gun, here. And you put my flashlight with the flashlight on.
Okay. Yeah, you point it that way. It seems all torn apart.
0.5 seconds is a little bit longer than the human reaction speed. Would dictate that you would have already been able to put that down.
Dun, dun.
You pointed at me and linger. I just glare back at you. Like, Nervous.
I walk a little
I
bit
can
up.
swap and take point. It's not a problem for me.
I ignore that. And I continue to walk to this door.
All right. Yeah, you walk towards that door. The lights are, as they start to come on at this point, and you hear a dangerous creature from this north direction as the lights come back on. Boom.
Can I pre-fire?
Can't you
And I
pre-fire?
pre-fire so fire, dude. That's hard.
You pre-fire at the lights turning on, or you pre-fire at a silhouette?
Pre-fire lights turning on.
Okay.
That's hard.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
hard.
We'll say what's that called? You blind fire northward.
I too played CS. I too played
And
CS.
the creature takes a few rounds. All right. This is not a proper battle scenario, as this creature does not like the lights. It sort of moves quickly to the sort of leftward, westward direction, universal west.
So we aren't going into battle right now.
No, it does not trigger the encounter.
Okay. I just walk into the room it was in, checking the corners.
All right. What about you three? You hear obviously bullets, and you saw the lights flash on over here. In the case of the demon, and you saw him just shoot bullets into this room and then head towards it.
I immediately get a grin on my face and revert from the frown that I had before and start running in that direction.
Okay.
How long do they keep the damage for, by the way?
I yell,
Is it-
clear.
Well, I guess it should be on the sheet. Well, let me double check it.
How long do they keep the damage for? You mean the buff or no?
Yeah, the acceleration field buff.
It just until it wraps back to your turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no problem. All right, you head that way. How about you two? You heard the gunfire from the other direction.
What do the other ones do?
What?
Goga.
Oh, you said what the other ones do?
Yes, you turned on the lights. What did the other switches do?
Oh, you mean well, this one, and you said Nylina was one opens
Doors,
all
lights,
the doors.
security system.
Security system. So yeah, this one does the doors, and this one, this one does the security system. Why?
As much as I want to turn on that security system, I feel like it would start shooting us. But maybe it won't?
Well, I don't know. This place seems like it wasn't built for these creatures. So, and they seem weak to light. So one can conclude that maybe they just took over this place. I don't know.
You also get the impression, Goga, that like within this room, there's definitely a terminal somewhere, like somewhere to hack. So if you were afraid of the security system, you could change the parameters of the security if you hacked it.
Well, never fear, Gabe. I have an idea. So Gogo will attempt to do that.
Right. Roll me a hacking, intelligence plus hacking.
Okay.
give
Intelligence
him-
plus hacking.
Looks like your hacking's plus 10 right now.
Okay, plus 10. Oh, damn.
Can I give him the help? A help action type thing?
Yeah, why not? Roll your intelligence. Is sort of like fuddling through it. He's this programming language is not human. He is super confused. He's, used to many a programming language, but this one seems off the record. We'll see if it's some Archaeodon script. It isn't
No.
either. It seems both of you are quite perplexed at whatever this script is. It's not normal. But
you hear her scream from the other room. Should've let me hit the buttons.
So you can read what the security system does, but you cannot change it because you can't script in this language. But you do know the security system will just shoot at people who do not own clearance cards.
I was gonna say if there was like something I could do with my third resource abilities, but I don't think I can do anything here with that.
Yeah, that's a fair thought. You most
'Cause
of
I was trying to
these
think
are useful if you get attacked by something like a poison, or if you wanted to mix up buffs off-site, but like, and technically if you wanted to amp your spells. But none of those things do this situation, unfortunately.
I guess
Um,
just maybe the lights and the doors for now.
Yeah, Gabe, the lights and the doors.
right. Hit the lights in the
And
door.
yeah, I guess I was gonna say something. So you said that since Goga is the only one with the key card, or at least he knows that he's the only one
Yeah.
with the key card. Okay.
I would say you would know that there's sort of a radius to the key card. So it does kind of
Okay.
protect people who are around people with key cards, because obviously they're guests and stuff. But it's basically like the security system has sophisticated cameras. It can tell if something's trying to attack somebody with a key card, and it shoots them. But if it detects a lot of these people are attacking a bunch of people, like just all willy-nilly, it will tell them to put their weapons down, or it will shoot them.
Okay. Well, since he knows, well, I guess he doesn't know the whereabouts of everyone and, all the enemies ahead. He'll just leave the security system alone for now.
All right, you guys are able to make your way about here-ish.
Yes, we run.
Yeah, sorry, I dragged you in. Report back. Funny rubber banding. All right, we'll say that it's Let me see what I would like. Grex, would you like to be near Tomisk?
Is there a reason I wouldn't want to be?
No, it's totally fair. I just wanted to know because like you would see the demon lady here, and I don't know if you wanted to ask her something before he rushed out after this monster you saw, or if you wanted to be closer to Tomisk or not.
No, he seemed distraught after the last fight, so I just stick with him. So I feel like something's up.
That makes perfect sense to me. All right, I'm gonna move some people so that it's just less bad for the battle. To here, there, and then I'll start this encounter. Basically, this thing is, it's alone. It will not start any sort of preemptive attacks, and it will start from here. I will also mark a wall. This is breakable. It's just like rotted out / eaten by this large thing. Partially.
You already know what I'm gonna do.
Eat the rest of the wall.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Start
I'm gonna eat
biting
the wall.
it.
Just eat it.
Yeah,
I'm going to eat the wall.
Okay, well, damn.
No, I'm gonna kick the wall down.
Yeah,
Did I get any regions?
we'll get there when I start the fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you get any regens? I'll allow you to have one.
Who are you
We have
saying that
one
to?
regen.
Say what?
Who are you saying gets regen? Everyone?
Sure.
Okay.
I get rolled again. Nice.
I didn't even need the regen.
I didn't really, but it's nice to have.
Since I didn't need it, can I say no one gets it?
Oh damn, that's crazy. All right. Yeah, sure. No, I'm just kidding. No. Let me punch some of these. And the rest of you can go off the top of my head. Note to that. Gotta be a little faster. It'll be funny. But yeah. All right. We have a fight on our hands.
I pressed the reach up button and still checked off.
That's funny and weird. Yeah, let me uncheck that for you. And then check it for you. Might have just like coughed up blood. Yeah, I fixed it.
There we go. My mental is full again.
Boom bop. There you go. That's turnover. Alright, the battle has started. The Reaper sort of hiding amongst the sort of a metal cage of random scraps. It cuts off here. And here. For the sake of argument. Technically, there's like a whole other part of the ship that's meant to be looked into. All right, what would you like to do, guys?
Oh, I'm first. I didn't know how you were gonna do a tiebreaker.
It's up to you guys. You just decide.
You can go first.
I'd say like we're both looking at each other, and I motion for you to go first, and you motion for me to go first, and I roll my eyes. I'm like, just let me take point next time. I'll run up to it. Or wait, I have 10 feet of movement.
I don't know. Probably.
You said it's 2 squares, so
Yep.
or 10
Yours
feet,
is
which would
10.
be 2 squares standard.
Absolutely. You have to pay 20 to move an extra 2. 20.
My money. My money.
Actually, like I think mathematically, your most. Let me see here. No, never mind. My bad. Yep. That would be what it is. All right.
All right, I'll pay the 20.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'll just start punching the shit out of it.
Okay. You want to punch the shit out of it?
I'll do 3 2-handed. Isn't one-handed attacks better based on the math here?
Let me see.
Because the AP cost is 33% more, but I don't get 33% more damage.
That is correct. Two-handed attacks have a weapon bonus, but your weapons are a fin, so probably nothing specific. I'd say your weapon bonus is that you can maybe shoot them like a boomerang. No, its weapon effect is bleed. So if you two-handed it has bleed on it.
Would I not get that on a one hand?
Nope.
Okay. I'll do 3 two-handed attacks then and save 20 AP.
Okay. Sounds fine. 3 two-handed swings. Well, how much is the damage for him?
Actually, move there. 36. So 108.
Yep.
Plus bleed.
Yeah, bleed just
And then I'll
triggers
end my turn.
percentage damage on his turn. I'll put that into his tooltip. Okay. It is your turn, Tomisk. Wait,
I will.
you swung 3 times, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Tomisk.
I'm gonna use Kaminowana to destroy this. Put a grenade right there. Destroy that.
Okay, you want to hit the monster, but also blow up the wall.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it can due to its range. Because it's 15 meters. Okay. Let me... Boom. Wall. Break. Yep.
And then I will get into position. We can move 15. I have agility. Very agile. Then I will. Let's see.
Want to do your whole triple threat combo?
Yeah, we'll just say boom for the rest of my AP. All right, so hit him with the shotgun first. That's gonna be 13.
There you go. I just did the whole thing.
Oh, you did the whole thing? Okay.
Just because I've done enough this session that I remember it all now.
Yeah, my turn.
All right. Yeah, he lets off a salvo of bullet spray at this monster's creature, and it seems really upset that lights are on. It's really not happy about that. You get the impression that it would be stronger in some way, durability wise, if lights were not on.
Oh,
Gabriel.
can I download this guy?
Yeah. Roll me int.
Oh my god.
Now 100.
Download
He's
complete.
done it.
Command is
He's done it.
You know this thing's weak to light, but also fire.
Sorry, what did?
Whoop, yep.
Sorry, never mind.
No,
This
you can
thing's
ask.
weak to fire, guys.
If Tomisk also had seen the injector, which he never did, he would probably mention that that's also something. But he had never scanned the injector, so his database would not tell him.
Let me roll to see if that's something that my character would think about. Why not?
Sounds good. Roll in.
For me.
Nope.
Yeah, I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, that's not important info.
I wouldn't give not a single fuck. I want to fight it.
Yeah, big fight. What up, Gabriel?
Okay, real fast.
Mhm.
What does my unwantingly disturbed mind tell me?
Sorry, words and things. What?
My skill, the disturbed mind skill.
Oh yeah.
What does it tell me?
Good mind.
Tells you you're down with the sickness.
Yeah, that's true. Is there a way? I don't think. Huh. I'll have to think of a way to do that better in the future. But not an issue. That I actually did not. I need to make a macro to do this in the future, I think. Let's see here. It tells you that um it has sorry, it's did not give me the nicest reply. I was just having an AI pick a number between a range, but then it gave me the wrong number. 711 is what your thing tells you its stamina is.
Stamina itself.
Yep, it's biological health, not its mental health.
Okay, I guess that hand sign is 11, is a 7. Guys, this thing still has 711 physical health left.
Sorry, 711 is your estimate. Sorry, what the? 711 is your estimate of what it would have been at max. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It is missing
this-
roughly like 35%, 40%.
It had about 711. That means this thing has approximately 400 and around 450 health left, somewhere around there.
Good
That
job, kid.
means
Huh?
Demon and Grex, take it, take all of it. Acceleration field on both of you. Take it. Both of you are God. No.
I don't necessarily like the way you worded that, but sure.
Alright, you both receive 23 extra damage on your attacks.
Two different responses, but
Okay, and that's your turn. Is that what you're saying? Hello?
And then, yes, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Gogarine.
Okay.
it's weak to light. You could shoot it with that little laser pointer you got.
Yeah, so I was actually wondering about that with I'm trying to so I'm trying to get a grasp of all of the third resource abilities, but would I be able to enhance the pulsar pistol?
Yeah. As a cyborg, you can enhance it at the cost of your third resource.
Okay, and that would be I'm trying to look. Would that be cybernetic modules or
It
because I know the
is.
nano machines is the
Mhm.
the
Yeah, it's a part
poison.
of cybernetic module.
Okay. Okay. So with the
You
information,
wouldn't pay the full cost. You would pay you pay a third resource equal to the cost of the spell's um resource cost.
oh, so I would only pay 12.
Yep. Every time you
Okay.
wanted to overclock it.
Okay. All right. Well, let me go ahead and oh, that's right. Let me reach in real quick. Let me go ahead and do 2 shots to the head with that upgrade.
Welcome back. All right. Yes, you overcharge the pulsar, fire off a shot. You step. Are you stepping here? Or are you poking shots out? What are
Yeah.
you thinking?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you charge this up and you fire sort of like a palm version of this attack rather than a pistol shot version of this attack. And a sort of bright flash beam flies through this thing. Searing it. The target receives increased damage and it burns the target.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I wanted to see if I can do another one of that.
yeah, no problem.
You go ahead and then do that.
I'm gonna do 2 of these. Okay. Boom. The burn doesn't stack, but it doesn't matter. The effect's all the same. But yep, that's what it takes, and that's burn. Burn means it cannot heal, except for through regen.
Okay.
But it is weak to fire, so in a sense, it is extra prone to the dangers of burn.
Does it take damage over time?
Nope. Good question.
Well,
But
it
bleed
has
does
3
damage
stacks
over
of-
time.
Yeah, I was gonna say it
Yeah.
has 3 stacks of bleed on it currently, so.
The 2 things that do DOT and are poison and bleed. And they work differently. Poison does its damage through an endurance check, and it gets worse. Every turn, the poison gets much worse, or it gets less bad, based on the endurance check. And then bleed doesn't get better unless they wrap the injury, and it does percent health, but it starts at a low percentage. It can stack, unlike poison. Is that your turn, Gogarine?
And just because I didn't get to try this, but let me pull out the trick launcher. And then I want to see what it does enhanced as well.
Okay. You enhance the trick launcher, and sort of instead of firing off like a shot out of your elbow, your arm sort of transfigures into like a a cannon, and you fire a sort of cannonball into the target instead of a standard grenade. Recognize that instead of exploding on contact, as you would expect, it sort of rips through the target and pushes them. So it has a kinetic push effect. So it hits the target and then, kind of like it explodes, it does a 15-meter push, and the target flies into
There
the
goes my
wall.
turn.
Okay.
Boom. Pull that into your turn. Hello?
Oh, you didn't hear me. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, he said it. Mm-hmm.
All right, the Reaper
Sorry.
will attempt to take a turn. It has 4 attacks. I'm deciding which one here. 4th attack, it cannot heal, thus it cannot perform its 4th attack. It will fail the action by trying to heal itself. Roll again. Please do not heal yourself again. Okay, cool. I was like, please don't just... Nah, it's not that brain dead. Alright. It will... like, charge through you. It will hit the 3 of you. Tomisk, Gogarine, and Demon. The charging attack, which will shove you backwards a little bit.
If I see him going for the charging attack, I saved enough for my pen. Am I able to pin it out of it instead so it can't leave?
Out of it instead, so it can't leave. Let me look into it. That's a good point. Yeah, how about you roll me 2 checks. Roll me a dex right now. And then a strength check. Okay. Still roll me the strength to see if you can move it far enough out of the way. That looks pretty good. As the target is charging, before it can quite get to the back line here, it kind of pushes Tomisk to the side. But as it kind of gets here where it's going to ram through there, you chuck it, you kind of push it, shove it pretty hard into this wall. And you hold your body kind of against it using all of your might. Preventing part of its damage towards the others. Let me, Tomisk, do you have a reaction you want to use on this creature if you have the AP?
I don't.
Okay, that is totally fine. Before I rolled the damage. Oh, 29. Take that to your shield, of course. Reduced by flat defense, of course. You have 4 of. So just a 25 or 25. All right. Yeah, you're able to hold it in place. Demon.
What was the bleed damage that procced from him moving?
That is a great point. He did move twice. 3,
Yeah.
6. I can't tell you the exact number, but I will apply it. Because telling you the exact number would be reverse calculable for his entire health pool.
Can I estimate how much damage?
Wait a second. Of course.
Because there's a chance that. Well,
Takes
I
that
don't
much.
know how much damage bleed does. Okay.
It does a lot. He actually
Oh,
moved a lot because he got moved back and then had to move forward 4 spaces. Essentially.
yeah.
The bleed actually did an insane amount.
Well, if that's the case, I mean, I'll just do another bleeding cutter and kill it.
You dramatize it a little bit. How do you do this?
68 plus 23. I do 91. 91 will be enough to kill. So I resummon my greatsword from my back, and I start maniacally laughing as this being gets stopped like an inch away from my face, and I'm looking it in the eye, and I grab it by its head and slam it into the wall next to me as I let out a giant swing with my blade with one hand for dramatic effect, even though it's a two-handed sword. Who cares? And I completely just cut through it as I slam it into the wall while still laughing.
All right, the creature is slain. It's sort of held together by Grex's push towards this wall as he kind of feels it lose, that sort of vigor of a living being. It sort of crumples towards the ground.
I shake my head as I
Is the
then
laugh
start looking
necessary?
around. I start looking around the room.
You don't laugh when you're having fun with something? Where's your
Not really.
whimsy, your joy, Grex?
I don't laugh when I'm killing something.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Well, considering how we all got in this situation, I wouldn't call many of us normal, would I?
Fair point.
I
That's the reward. I'll also add in the
It's poison.
Discord under item.
I see.
All right.
I'm assuming I wouldn't be able to do that because my weapon is my
Only-
blood, and so
only
I
your
would be poisoning my
pistol.
blood.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. The pistol's fucking ornamental, bro. That sucks. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of y'all
I'm good on
take
that.
that.
Yep.
One of y'all take that.
All right. What would you
I
guys
guess
like
I'll-
to do? Yeah. Hmm?
Is it ranged only, or is it just for pistols?
It's any type.
I mean,
As it
I guess
states.
I'll take it.
Plenty of things
Oh, so
around.
only
Plenty of people.
one of these?
There's just the one.
Okay.
So you just want to find whoever you think will have the most impact using such a thing.
Commander? And he kind of just looks at him. I think he should take it.
Yeah, I take it.
Yeah. I don't care who takes it. It's not interesting to me.
I don't use any weapons, so I can't use it.
You say that, and then she raises an eyebrow and looks at you.
I don't like using it.
Uh-huh.
Plus, even if I were to add poison to this, it would just make it so I can't even use it.
That's
Hmm.
fair.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
I added it to my inventory. So.
Okay. Good thing. What else would you guys like to do? You feel like the unease of the space station seems to be, lifted. It seems like safer in here for whatever reason.
I did that. I did that dex roll for me to look inside this room, see if we can find anything.
Sounds
He
good.
did. He got
You
an
do
89.
find a lock box in this room. Right. I'll just color
Ooh.
the up blue to make it right here.
Ooh. Do you
Well,
want help opening that?
Hold on. I look at demon.
Hmm.
Download complete. Commander Shepard.
Me. Me.
You can. Yeah, you can open it.
Okay. I will walk over and to avoid potentially damaging what's inside, I will try not to use a weapon for this. Can I just how is the lockbox looking?
It is
how
a
does
high
the
security lockbox.
it's a high security thing. Is it like what's it made of? Type deal. Type. Is it just like a metal box?
It's like pretty high tech. Like it's not just metal. It's a special thing. It has like electronic lock.
Damn, I was just gonna try to fucking punch it open. To avoid damaging what's inside. Well. Trying to think. What could potentially work that wouldn't harm what's inside?
Before she does anything, can like Gogarine inspect it to see if he would be able to do anything?
Sure.
Is this wall made to be broken?
Um No,
Ow.
memento. Okay, what? The wall over there that's red?
Yeah.
Yes. It was like formerly a door, but it has a bunch of stuff piled against it.
While you're doing that, I go over here, use Kami no Wana, and bust open that door.
Good thing. Uh,
15.
okay, wait, sorry. What's the deal with the lockbox?
The Gogarine's checking it.
Gogarim's checking it?
Yeah, Gogarine is checking it to see
Okay.
if he can open it.
Sorry. He was like super far away, so I was like, oh. Alright, no problem. Roll me a int check. Add hacking, which is +9.
All right.
That works plenty well. You were able to hack into and open the lockbox, obtaining a couple other loot items. Your
Wish I could have just broken it open.
more items and money. You all receive 100 base money that will be affected by your multipliers. So if it's halved, it goes to 50 for you specifically, and if it's higher, it goes up. But 100 base dollars
Okay.
for each.
so-
Item in this lockbox is called let's see, epoxy shield. Uh, boom, that's the item. All right. And that is what is in the lockbox. As it fizzles.
He lifts up the shield and then he just kind of waves it around and looks at them. Does anybody want this?
Looks boring. I immediately get on a chair that has mysteriously spawned in the center of the room.
Okay. Interesting.
Who's like the weakest looking person in the party in terms of like endurance? The squishiest.
It's definitely like like this poor Nomad man.
This-
Definitely Gabriel.
He has the lowest stamina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd look over at Gabriel. Just point. When you ask who wants it. I don't think he'd be helpful to us dead.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, he just tosses it to him.
Oh. Thank you. I attach it to my hip or however I
Yep. Yeah, attach it
attach
to your
this
chest.
to myself.
No problem.
God with a blade, but lacks hand-eye coordination. Interesting. Hmm.
Hey,
Hmm.
the Nomad process takes a lot out of you. I used to
Kinda.
actually be pretty good at basketball before this.
Really
Sports,
Yes.
huh?
interesting. I just
How
got
old are you
flashbacks to
again?
a vision from another universe. What was that?
All right.
Something about the king of basketball.
All right. Yeah, you hand the proxy shield. Go ahead and add that to your equipment. And your inventory if you want it on both. Totally fair. Under equipment, under the barrier gear section, there's shield and armor. You put it under the shield. You put proxy shield here, and then you put the value that I stated in the value column. And then if you hit the activate button when you want to activate it, not right now, it would turn on. It will add to your shield, which is in your stats sheet next to your stamina. All right. Yeah. So Tomisk, you look into this other chamber and you see a bunch of dead people. You get the impression they tried to barricade themselves in against the monsters, but over time, some smaller, almost rat-like creatures had killed them, but since died with just the times. A lot of the rat-like creatures must have been eaten by the Reaper and the Leaper and the Ripper. But you count at least, 15 bodies.
Oh, wow. Huh. Wait, hold on, actually, I'm gonna roll a check for my character, Nyland,
Uh-huh.
because this is a scene that brings back memories of a thing. We're good. We're chilling. I
Yeah.
rolled high as fuck. Doesn't phase me not one bit.
All right.
Shit means nothing to me.
I'm gonna go ahead and pickpocket everyone and supplies.
Let's see.
As much as I love the killing part, I don't much so like the desecration part, but I guess we have to.
Wow, that's horrible. You find 44 total dollars.
Is that affected by the lien?
Yep. So $66 for you, I suppose. Interpret it as.
Do I see anything in this room that looks interesting?
I wouldn't say so. There is a extremely dangerous, hazard entrance that cannot be attempted in this session, as we're going to wrap sooner rather than later. That would be right here.
I see.
It's like super locked, and
Does it have like a keep out sign on it?
it is like, the standard, like a nuclear fallout site type shit. Super strong blast door leads to a new section of the space station.
Yeah, I do want in there. I do want in there. That seems fun.
It's like we're going together.
Where are you guys going?
There's a door over here. And they wanted to keep people out.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Can I regen?
No.
Riff, let's check first. I walk over to the barricade.
It's not like a
Can I
barricade.
knock?
For this thing, it's like a 15, it's like a straight up 5-meter thick blast door for hazard materials, like you would use for like actual nuclear waste, like stuff that would kill you for entering. But you assume it's much scarier versions of the creatures you found here.
You guys see a smile start lighting up across my character's face.
How do we enter?
You would have to hack the panel to the left, is what you presume. There's like an actual terminal.
You say as soon as you said that, I started running towards Goga and I started pulling him over by the arm, as if like a child wanting something.
Feels like I'm babysitting now. He kind of just follows suit, not really wanting to do this. He goes over to the panel and attempts to hack it.
She like looks at you. She goes, "At least try to hack it, please."
Download complete.
Please.
Commander Shepard.
Well, you did say please. Fair enough.
He's like, you know what? For you, that was nice.
They roll it plus hacking. Good. It's up to your discretion, but you can open this door. You do know that creatures in this area have like 1,000 stamina, though. There's like
Alright,
a
listen
little
up.
bit of database information that tells you the type of creatures.
Listen up, children. There's a bunch of children, beasts in the other
Children,
room.
we want to kill children.
There's a bunch of children.
Okay, all right, keep going. My bad.
And so I'm gonna need y'all to be on your best behavior, okay? So
I
I'm
stare
going to
dead
open the door.
I look Gogarine dead in his eyes, and I look away to the door.
Seems like Tomisk likes a little bit of fighting too.
Yeah. Is everyone else ready?
I mean, I'm always ready.
You looking at this like you're babysitting a bunch of people. I just shrug and raise my eyebrows. I do this for a living. I know when something's not a good idea, but I also know when people aren't going to take no for an answer. Do your best not to let yourself get killed for their sake.
I'm starting
they
to
wanna
realize
die,
that
They'll die. You can't save them from themselves every time.
Believe you me, I wouldn't let Goga die for my sake. Believe you me.
Personally, I feel like you'd let anyone here die for your sake, but I don't know you well enough to stand by that statement.
he has a good point. Well, what's that one quote that people say? You're not ready until you just fucking do it. And he just opens, presses the button or whatever.
Presses the button, opening up this dangerous part of the space station as it creates like a fog from the sterilization that rolls towards you. The session ends.
You say the sterilization?
Yeah, there's a sterilization room between this room and the actual part of the spaceship you'd be entering.
I see.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But it opens up in almost like a dreary light from the sterilization room and like hazmat suits
Holy
and stuff.
shit. It's Silent Hill.
That will end our session. Goodbye, everybody.